Yo, what's good? So welcome to another episode of AcapellicTV. We are here in the park. I really can't tell you where the hell we are, but by the time you can tell where we at. My bad, man. So right now today we have Tyrant from New Jersey. So can you please make some motherfucking noise for him? It's a pleasure to finally meet you, man. I know it's a pleasure, man. Alright, so I'm gonna leave you with the camera and so you can tell people a little bit about you, right? Alright, so for the people who don't know you, bro, can you please tell us a little bit about you, like your name and how long you've been rapping and stuff like that?
My name's Tyrant. I've been rapping since I was like 12 years old. I started out freestyling. I remember I would be at like the park, there would be dudes making like beats on like the garbage can, bunch of kids surrounding it. There were a couple kids that were really good, and I just couldn't imagine that what they were doing was really coming out of the top of their head kind of thing. So I really started researching freestyling and shit like that, and I just wanted to be a good freestyler. At the time I was really bad. I was really bad at it. And there was one person who I just couldn't believe was actually spitting what was coming out of his, something out of his head. I thought he had written it. And then I went to start researching hip hop a little bit more, and bigger icons like Wayne was blowing up around that time. And then I started realizing that, it's possible for people to make stuff that sound like it was written down off the top of their head. And it really kind of amazed me, and that really just sparked, something inside of me, which made me really just want to be able to freestyle, and that's really what started me on like my music journey, Now I'm producing my own beats. I write a lot more, I do my mixing and all that. I'm not saying I'm professional, but I'm gonna get there.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But what it comes down to is, I just always wanted to do music. Music was the first thing that really caught my attention as far as a passion. You have people who are into doing clothes, you have people who, are into drawing, painting, maybe like a sport or this and that. And I was into sports because what kid isn't into sports? Who doesn't want to be the best football player? Who doesn't want to be the best basketball or baseball player, But I did those things, but at the same time, from the moment that music was sparked within me, I just couldn't let go of it. It was just something that I always wanted to do.
Sure, yeah. So what part of New Jersey you're from, bro?
I'm from Northern Jersey, Bergen County.
Dang.
It's not, it's like a suburb. It's nothing that's like really like, I wouldn't say it's hood, but then again, I wouldn't say that it's a clean neighborhood. It's somewhere like kind of right in the middle.
Also saw that you have multiple freestyles and stuff like that. You really don't have like tracks like that, but you told me that recently you have a mixtape that you're gonna drop called Knowledge. So is it really about knowledge, or can you really tell us about what is it really about?
Yeah, it really is. I really like it's not only because of this, but I like the concept to be able to be like, say, when it's finished, I could be in New York, I'm handing out knowledge, I'm giving out knowledge, I'm passing out knowledge, something that really isn't being given out nowadays, really what all they're trying to do is feed people like, like a fake dream, they make it seem like everything that they're doing is because they're happy, at the end of the day, it's like, I'm not saying that I'm judgmental, because I'm not, because I have a lot of people in different situations, but at the end of the day, I know that when you're in a tight spot,
gotta do what you gotta do.
Drugs and alcohol tend to become a lot more, enticing. You know what I mean? A lot more. They look a lot more better because they might help you get past that. But what people don't realize is that's something that's really temporary. It's not something that's going to get you past your problems.
Right.
I know people who are planning to do drugs and drink indefinitely to solve their problems, and that same problem is never going to change. You know what I mean? And that's insane to me, because it's like, how can you live your life and live in the same moment constantly? You're supposed to grow, to do catering. You know what I mean? And I remember we would have a venue that the tables would be shit, chairs were shit, like all the equipment was shit. But by the time they threw all the tablecloths on it, you know what I mean, and put the little bells and whistles, it looked gorgeous. But at the end of the day, you take those away, and what is it? It's what it really is. You know what I mean? It's bad equipment, it's a bad bass. you know, and that's what I just realized. A lot of people are doing that. They're trying to dress up something that really isn't as good as it really is, you know. And I'm just trying to do something with knowledge that's a lot more honest, a lot more humble. You know, it's gonna show people that you're not gonna grow unless you're honest with yourself. You know what I mean? You're not gonna grow or become something greater or progress, because that's what we all want. Not everyone knows that progress, you know, not everyone has the right ideas of progress. Some people think progress is recessing, you know, is taking steps back.
Yeah.
You know, drowning your sorrows and not facing problems.
Yeah.
People are tricked into thinking that being a coward now, or being fearful of your problems, or you know, using a gun instead of trying to talk something out is being a man. When realistically, it takes a whole lot more of a man to go to someone's face and talk something out than it does for someone to just pull a gun out. You know?
Word. You told me basically you're having a hard time right now, but you're taking different routes and wanting to build a business and stuff like that, get into music. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about that, bro?
Before I get into that, just really quick, I just want to say that, you know, I've done my dirt, of course. You know,
yeah, of course.
It's not easy to always stay above, you know, but I've always had good intentions. And now more than ever, I've realized that I just really want to do what it is that I think is right. You know, I've done my underhanded ways of trying to make it, you know, and I've realized that those really aren't the ways I want to go, because when you do that, you know, it can be taken away in a second. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All those things that aren't, you know, staying within the lines of society and this and that, you know, that, you know, it might be quick money or this and that, it might get you by to the next day, but any second that could be taken away from you, and I just want something that can't be taken away from me. You know, I want my own. I come from a very unhappy place. You know, a lot of people don't know this about me, but I smile a lot and I joke a lot. But at the same time, that was really me just trying to get happiness out of other people, you know, and have them reciprocate that to me. You know? And you know, growing up, I really didn't have no one that was, you know, trying to guide me in the right way, you know. My parents were together until I was about 4, you know, and at that time, you know, my mom found another dude, you know. He was actually a dude that we had known, you know, he lived in the same house as us, above us, you know. Left my dad, got pregnant by him, you know, and and because of that, obviously it wasn't just a normal breakup. So from there, you know, I lost my mom. Of course, that's something that happens, you know, but what happened to Dad? You know, we stayed with him and we lived with him, but at the same time, you can't help but understand why that would put someone into a depression. You know, my dad was always a drinker, he's from Louisiana, you know, and that really just made him go into overtime kind of thing, you know, and he was really just, more than anything, doing things to keep his mind busy. You know, he was hanging out with his friends a lot, he was going out a lot, leaving me at home a lot.
But everything's good right now, right? Like,
everything's good. Everything's great now because, you know, I've realized that what it comes down to is you're the only one who can make your life. You know, you can't wait on other people to make things look better or give you an opportunity or make things okay to chase after. You gotta do things that aren't regarded as safe. You know what I mean? My whole life, people have tried to keep me safe, and that's been exactly what's kept me from becoming something greater than I can be, or greater than I thought I could be.
I see.
You know, and you have to realize that, you know, of course you have to be smart as far as sometimes you got to feed into the fear. Sometimes you can't go too far, but you got to realize that for the things you believe in, you know, when it comes to the things I believe in at this point, you know, I'll die for them. You know what I mean? I'll go down for them. You know, if making rap a better thing is something where I have to risk my own self for it, you know, I'll do that. You know, because I believe in the things that build this world. You know, I wanna have a business. I wanna leave something behind for my kids. You know what I mean? I was brought into a place where it's like if anything, I was held back, because, you know, it's one thing when your parents, you know, have something for you, or it's one thing when your parents are just doing, you know, average things. You know, they work a 9 to 5. You know, and that's fine. But, you know, realistically, I have parents that weren't even doing that. You know what I mean? So what it comes down to is it's like I was kind of set back because as a kid you can't do nothing. until you're a certain age, you can't even get a job.
That's true.
You know what I mean? You can't even do nothing for yourself, and you have to live with an adult. You know what I mean? So what it comes down to is like, really, it's just like, I kind of was set back. You know what I mean?
So right now you're doing what you gotta do to survive.
Exactly.
So I think with this mixtape, man, I don't know about y'all, but I think we're gonna get something tight on this mixtape, man. Real shit, you know what I mean? If you want to listen to real hip hop, you want to listen to a real dude, a real humble dude, a dude who's gonna probably you could compare your life to and learn from him, and probably learn from his struggle. I mean, knowledge is a mixtape to get and listen to, you know what I mean? Like, damn.
Yeah. It's coming, you know, on the album, mixtape, whatever, you know, regardless. What's coming, I'm just really trying to show people what I've been through, you know, and how I persevered through it, you know, and I know a lot of people who, you know, you can't say your problems are any worse than other people's. You know, all you can do is get a general idea, because you can't feel for them. You know, you can only, you know, you can only get an idea. You know, but I've seen people who, if I were in their positions, I would have done so much more. You know what I mean? To be honest, you know. But I just want to show people that even though, regardless of what I've been through, or the person that I've been, and people know me, you know, people that do know me, know that I don't think I know anybody who would call me a grimy dude, because I never let it get the best of me. You know, I've always tried to stay above, and I've always tried to just spread what is supposed to be spread in the world, you know, and stuff that progresses, and strength and knowledge, you know, where the mixtape name comes from, you know, and I'm not trying to take away from nobody, you know. I never wanted to break anyone down to make myself feel better or nothing. I only try to build up people around me so that in return they could build me up.
So before we go, bro, I'm sorry, man, but before we go, like, do you have any Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, anywhere that people could find you or listen to your music and get a little bit more of your taste and see what's coming out, so when the mixtape comes out, they know that it's out and they could get it, you know what I mean?
My Twitter is Tyrant201. Instagram is The Real Tyrant, exactly how you would spell it. Reverb Nation, Tyrant201. SoundCloud, Tyrant201. You know, you can find my music on there. I have a bunch of freestyles. You know, I have some songs that were my own productions. But, you know, it's nothing like what's going to be on the mixtape, to be honest. You know, it's obviously, you know, I got the flow in there. I got the heart and the things I want to say in there.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just, this is really just where I took my time to meditate, you know, and really talk from my heart. You know, I spilled my heart onto the paper, you know what I mean, when it comes to this mixtape, you know, because I really want to do something great with it, you know, and it's just going to be real different from what you hear nowadays, you know. Everyone's just glamorizing a life that really ain't as nice as it seems, and I'm trying to show humbleness so that I can grow, and so that people can know that being humble is what grows you. Because if you're not honest with yourself, you're not going to point out your flaws, and you're not going to improve them, you know? And you need knowledge to grow. Knowledge is the strongest weapon. You know what I mean?
So for real, man, like, I heard some of your freestyles, and I was like, yo, this dude reminds me of me when I first started. Maybe you're even better, man, to tell you the truth. Like, damn, son, like, I know that what you told me when we were talking right now, and what you said in the interview, I mean, I think it's gonna be a freaking good ass mixtape, man. I love what I heard, I love what I see in it. Damn, man, like, for real.
So before we go, bro, can you please bless us right here at AcapellicTV with our freestyle, man? I mean, if it's cool with you, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Thank you, bro. Let's get it.
All right. I woke up this morning not really thinking about what was gonna happen. Was I gonna end up over here laughing, or am I gonna get clapped in the way? Because niggas don't know what niggas finna do every day. They said that this shit is real, but I don't know if they was gonna play with me or my emotions, because usually that's what niggas do. I came here, I spent money that my girl gave because I ain't had none. Ooh, that shit really sucked, man. I'm trying to pick it up. I got this job at Price right next week. I'm finna stick it up. Man, I'm just playing. That's just how I'm feeling, because I need money. Since I was young, I grew up with nothing. Now I'm not a junkie. junkie, but I see niggas around me that they just money hungry and
Word.
they acting like that. Man, the fact is that ain't right and that's whack. I swear to God, I ain't trying to resort to selling weed or crack. I'm trying to be that nigga getting the win and bringing it back to my town and showing them that I always was worth it. Man, I swear to God, I ain't the best, but practice makes perfect. They saw me on the bottom, but now I'm scratching the surface.
Indeed.
I'm spitting this real shit even though I feel nervous.
Tell 'em.
I swear to God, niggas is taking away cursor from the kids so they can't read the Constitution, they ain't losing, but I've been boosting my own self, so I ain't chasing, I'm just goosing. These niggas know I'm cruising, I ain't losing, no contusions on me because I'm healing. I swear to God, got too much feeling in my body for motherfuckers to get me, cause I got me. Niggas know that I'm a product of what I was born and went through, so I'ma get through this shit even if I got a crew or no crew. Swear to God, they gon' find me in a fucking zoo, cause I'm wild and I got motherfucking things to do. It ain't no list, but I ain't gonna give up, cause I got a wish to be the best, and I'm gonna impress all these niggas. Got a gift, and I was born with that, and I swear to that I'm gonna be the best, and I ain't gonna be left at the bottom with no fucking heat of mess, and I don't give a fuck, man. I ain't gonna motherfucking lose, cause you would probably lose if you took a day in my shoes.
Enough, man. You know, that shit was tight, man. That shit was tight. Yo, New York, stand up for the dude from New Jersey, man. In Jersey, stand up for your dude, man. Tyrant, man. Yo, thank you for coming in today, man. I mean, coming here today, meeting us up here today. I mean, yo, them balls were lit, man. And I will be checking out the new mixtape Knowledge, and I will post all your information on the description below for the people to follow you and check out your mixtape, etc. And yo, thank you for everything, man. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man.
Enjoy, man.